Hello everyone, this is Orlando from A Collector's Dream, and today I'm going to do part 2 of the 1888 N162 Goodwin Champions set. So as you know, at the first part I showed you the first 4 cards, which were the first 4 players, first baseball players. So here is the list again. As you see there, you have Andrews, Anson, Carruthers, and Dunlop. We've shared those guys. So the ones we're going to share today is Glasscock, Keefe, Dunlop, Glasscock, Keefe, and Kelly, which is King Kelly. So as you know, that's the baseball list. Next you'll see my next video, I'll do the bicyclists after that, and then I'll go on with the billiards and so on. So let's move on and show you the Dunlop. Dunlop was the captain of the Pittsburgh team. So I guess it wasn't really the Pirates back then, but it is the first Pittsburgh team. So this Dunlop is in a 5, like pretty much most of mine are in 5s with the baseball players. One a little higher, some a little lower, but that's the Dunlop. And as you can see, it's the N162 Goodwin Champions. And Dunlop was the captain of the Pittsburgh team. And just again, an incredible looking card with the when these cards are in great condition and you see the colors on that, I mean, the background, the sky, most of them have, I think all of them have mustaches back in the day, and just the incredible artwork in that, and they all kind of wear like a tie and stuff, So just some beautiful images on these cards. I'll give you kind of a slow roll on that one too. So that's the Dunlop. He's the captain for the Pittsburgh team. He was a good player back then. Not a Hall of Famer, but every one of these guys were stars back in the day. And this card, as you can see, it's tough to get these nicely centered. This is a beautifully centered example of the Dunlop card. So the next one is Glasscock, shortstop. One of my favorite cards of this set, and that's the Glasscock shortstop card. And Glasscock should be, in my opinion, of the ones that I've shown here, he's probably has the best opportunity of being in the Hall of Fame. I'll go ahead and give you a good look at Glasscock again. This is in a 5, slightly off-centered, but just a beautiful card. One of the only card in the set that is not a portrait card. All the other cards are portraits of the players, some more of a close-up than others. But in this particular case, you see the entire field. Again, the beautiful sky. One of the nicest parts of these cards is just the artwork and the sky that they do in the background. So again, all the cards, the backs are all the same. I'm not going to show you all of them. They're all the same with the checklist on the back. Now, some of them do have a little bit of a difference. And as you can see on the Dunlop, because there are 2 versions of it, but they're not any rarer. Some of them, about half my cards have this Goodwin New York blank, and a few of them, probably maybe 40% of them have this that says the George Harris and Sons lithograph Philadelphia on it. So there are actually a couple of different versions. I just wanted to share that with you too. But they're not really considered any rarity. I think the version with the lithograph's a little bit rarer, but not really. The cards are all just rare itself. So as long as you can find the card and give you a good look at this Glasscock. Glasscock was one of the best players in the day. Again, they played without gloves. And he was a shortstop. He was the best shortstop of that era. And if you look at his stats, look at the shoes that they wore, and then if you look at his statistics, they line up with Derek Jeter. And he had no, especially fielding, and he was with no gloves. His nickname was Pebbly, Jack Pebbly Glasscock, because he would pick up all the pebbles around, because I mean, you can see it's a dirt infield there. So that is Jack Glasscock, shortstop for Indianapolis. Beautiful pose of him. You see the uniform, how cool that is. They all had mustaches and stuff, but just the background, the sky. Again, another one of the beautiful cards from the 1888 Goodwin Champions. So we got two more players left here to share. And let's see who's on the list after Glasscock. Comes, oh, this one right here, Keefe. Now this is the best card that I have from the 1888. And this is the Tim Keefe in an 8. Let me wipe this thing down a little bit. I've been using this as the checklist card, and I gotta just wipe it down. I got my fingerprints all on this. I gotta get you guys a good look at that. Tim Keefe. This is the highest graded, and this is the best Tim Keefe card in existence. There are no 9s, and there are no 9s in the entire set of Goodwin Champions. Not one card of any player, common or any player, has ever been graded a 9. So 8s are the highest that you're ever gonna find for any card, any player. Some cards, the highest graded are 5s. There's some cards the highest graded are only a 6. For example, one of the more popular cards, the Buffalo Bill, which I'll be showing. The highest graded example of that is a 6. To get an example in an 8, guys, this is extremely rare. There are 2 8s. This is the best one out there. The other one, I have seen it. It's not. It's an old slab. It's not really an 8 like they say. This is a true 8, and this is one of the best cards in the entire set. So this is Tim Keefe. Tim Keefe is a Hall of Fame player, went over 300 games, over 2,500 strikeouts. This card is just beautifully centered. Just a beautiful example. The best card of Tim Keefe that exists. Just nice, bright, dark colors. I'm just gonna give it some shine here. Just beautiful, beautiful card of Tim Keefe. Just an incredible example of it. And if you don't know much about Tim Keefe, he was the one that invented the changeup. So if you know Greg Maddux and players like that, they have to give credit to Tim Keefe. He invented the changeup. And really, in those days, I mean, he really would fool everybody. Again, he won over 300 games, over 2,500 strikeouts. Just a beautiful example of that, of Tim Keefe and a Tim Keefe card. So I wanted to share that. That's probably my best card, or one of my best cards in my entire collection. And I'm just happy to have it, just extremely lucky to have any Goodwin Champion card in an 8. And I do have a few more that I'll be showing you in 8s. I would say about 25% of my set are the highest graded examples known, just like this Tim Keefe card. The baseballs are tougher to get in high example because they're just so expensive. So anyway, that's Tim Keefe. So that gives you 3. And then the last player left happens to be my favorite card in the entire set and my favorite card in my entire collection. I think it's the prettiest card that exists in all of baseball, and that's the King Kelly card. Again, the 1888 Goodwin Champion King Kelly, and this one is in a 4. Give you a good look at it first, and to me, I just think this is the nicest card, nicest baseball card ever produced. I mean, that's just my opinion, and you know, share your thoughts with me on that, and let me know which cards you feel, or you know, or you think, in your opinion, are just prettier than this card. I mean, you gotta remember, this is almost 140 years old. And just check out the artwork on that card. I mean, just gorgeous. The sky, the uniform. Give you a real, let's do a slow roll on that. So you can see that. Beautiful card of King Kelly. I mean, this card was made in the 1800s, 1888. It's just gorgeous with the Boston uniform. It's got a little chip there in the corner, but you know, for a card of this age, from this era, you just don't see them in this kind of condition. And he was the catcher for Boston, but he was also, give you a close-up of that. Not only was he the catcher, but he was also an outfielder. And, you know, unfortunately, King Kelly, even though he was the most popular player of the era, you know, he died young and of pneumonia at the age of 35. But he is known to, you know, of course, be the player that got the most money back in the day, and was really the most popular player from the 1800s. So that's the last four cards of the 1888 Goodwin Champions. So after this, I'm going to show you another series of cards from this set. So I hope you enjoyed it. I'll give you one last look at each one of them again. The Dunlop card in a 5. The Glasscock card in a 5. The Keefe card, and just incredible 8. God, that card's beautifully centered there. And my favorite of all, the King Kelly card in a 4. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll be putting out a few more videos on this set throughout until I do the complete set. And I also will be attending a card show on Saturday in the Coral Springs area here in South Florida. So if you want to meet up with me over there, I'll be there on Saturday. Thanks for watching, guys. I really, really appreciate any comments or any thoughts you have on this or anything else that you want to share with me. Truly appreciate your support. Thanks for watching. Have an awesome, awesome day, and have an awesome, awesome weekend. And I'll catch you on the next one.